Stop. Look at your phone. That black mirror isn't just a device. Right now, it's a monument to your insignificance. You're staring at a screen that hasn't lit up in hours. You feel that tightening in your throat? That's not love. That's the realization that you have no gravity. You've been sold a fairy tale. You were told that if you were good, if you were consistent, if you were supportive, you would be rewarded with loyalty. You treated romance like a vending machine. Insert niceness, receive affection. But the machine is broken. Nature doesn't reward the nice guy. Nature ignores what it has already conquered. Niccolo Machiavelli, the man who peered into the darkest corners of the human soul, understood a truth you're afraid to admit. Power is never granted. It is captured through strategy. Welcome to Thought Thrust. Today, we are performing an autopsy on your weakness. I am handing you 6 psychological keys, not to pick up women, but to dismantle the version of yourself that begs for attention. Once you see the strings, you can finally stop being the puppet. Why is gold valuable? Because you can't find it in your backyard. Right now, you are oxygen. You are everywhere. You are free. And because you're free, she has stopped breathing you in. You think an instant reply shows dedication. To her brain, it signals vacancy. It tells her your time has zero market value. Machiavelli warned, familiarity breeds contempt. When you are a constant, you kill the most powerful aphrodisiac in existence, mystery. If she knows exactly where you are and what you're thinking, she doesn't have to think about you at all. The Machiavellian you understands that absence is a tool. You aren't playing hard to get. You are simply occupied with a mission that is more important than a text bubble. Force her imagination to do the work for you. Why do people lose their lives to slot machines? Because the payout is unpredictable. If a machine paid out $5 every single time, it would be a chore. It is the possibility of the win that creates the addiction. Most men are a flat line, predictable, safe, boring. She knows that if she snaps her fingers, you'll bark. You've become a background noise she's learned to tune out. To be magnetic, you must become the lion and the fox. Be the man who provides warmth one moment and cold, analytical distance the next, not out of cruelty, but out of sovereignty. Your validation should be a rare commission earned through her effort, not a salary paid for her mere existence. When she can't predict your pulse, she has to stay awake to find it. Here is a cold truth. We are all the protagonists of our own movies. Most men try to win by talking about themselves, their car, their job, their value. They are shouting at a wall. A master of mind does the opposite. Become the mirror. Listen with a predatory focus. Don't just hear her words, hear the insecurities behind them. Ask the questions that peel back her social mask. When you validate her shadow self, the parts of her she's afraid to show the world, you create a psychological tether that feels like fate. But remember, you hold the mirror. You decide when to show her that reflection and when to take it away. When the mirror vanishes, she will wander the dark looking for the man who truly saw her. Hollywood has poisoned you. It taught you to treat women like fragile glass or distant goddesses. This is the pedestal effect, and to a high-value woman, it is utterly repulsive. When you worship her, you are screaming, I am beneath you, and no one falls in love with someone they have to look down to see. Machiavelli taught us to see people as they are, flawed, human, and driven by self-interest. To control the dynamic, you must look her in the eye as an equal, or better yet, as a judge. Tease her, call out her nonsense, be the only man in her life brave enough to say, "I don't agree with you." The moment you stop being a fan, you become the celebrity. Weakness is loud, strength is quiet. When you feel the urge to over-explain, to send a wall of text, or to defend your honor, you are leaking power. You are reacting, and the person who reacts is the person being controlled. Master the Machiavellian pause. When she tests your boundaries, give her nothing. No anger, no explanation, no paragraph. Just a calm, unreadable silence. Let the vacuum of that silence put the pressure back on her. In any negotiation, be it in the boardroom or the bedroom, the person who is most comfortable with silence wins. Silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the presence of authority. This is the only law that cannot be faked. It is the foundation of all power. If you need her, she is your master. If you want her but are perfectly willing to watch her walk out the door and never look back, you are the master. Most men stay in toxic cycles because they fear the void. They fear being alone. But the Machiavellian prince builds a kingdom so rich, so focused on his own purpose, that any woman is merely a guest. If a guest disrespects the palace, the guest is removed. Paradoxically, it is only when she realizes that you are truly capable of leaving, that your life doesn't start and end with her, that she will do everything in her power to stay. We titled this How to Control Women. But if you've been paying attention, you've realized the truth. Calculated absence, silence, the willingness to walk. These aren't tactics to control her. They are the requirements to control yourself. You cannot govern another soul until you have established a tyranny over your own impulses. The nice guy isn't nice. He's a coward who uses kindness as a manipulation tactic because he's too weak to be honest. Kill him. Birth the prince, the man who is strong, strategic, and self-sourced. The throne isn't in her heart. The throne is in your mind. If you are ready to stop begging for scraps and start ruling your reality, comment below, "I choose power." This is Thought Thrust. Subscribe or stay in the shadows. The choice is yours.